Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Save It for the podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Neiman, and joined with me today is silence. It's the silence from the movie The Quiet Place, or A Quiet
I think
Place,
it's
rather.
from the Silence of the
Goodness.
Lambs. Haha.
Wrong silence movie.
So yeah, hello, I'm Aaron. So now that expectations are subverted, yeah, we
Most
can actually
definitely.
get into it. Also, I am triggered by what you said. You said, "Good morning, you dirty, dirty, naughty boy." As far as we're concerned, they're listening to this in the evening, Neiman.
You know, you're absolutely right. I should have said good afternoon, good evening, maybe even good night. Right? Maybe this is your, I don't know, 2 a.m. shower routine. I'm not one to judge.
Yeah. Now, okay, now that the Truman Show references, behind us, hi. We are your host from the Save It for the podcast.
That's right.
And we're recording this on the 24th of May, 2020, which is actually, celebration for me, in two ways, both culturally and, birthday-y, I guess.
Whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
there you go. This is my birthday while recording this. Yay!
How old are you turning?
Uh, old. I'm
Old
just
years
kidding.
old?
Not that. Yeah, old years old. Or young years old, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, today's my birthday, and a friend of mine actually got me Stardew Valley on Steam, which is
Woo!
nice. I can finally
Aw,
play
that's
it
so
on the computer.
sweet.
I know. Like I've been wanting to get it on the computer for so long because I have
Yeah.
it on the phone. Like I think I talked about this before
Yeah.
because I have it on the phone, but I can't play multiplayer in it. So
Right.
yeah. I also got Spore, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, I
Yeah.
love Spore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's such a good game. Even though, the mechanics haven't aged well at all, it's still a good game.
Right. Yeah. I've seen clips of Spore, but
There you go.
I've yet to play it. I should play it, though.
Dude, you should. It's actually funny because I try to go for like an omnivore playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
So just for the sake of experimenting, and I quote unquote accidentally started going aggressive against everyone, and eventually I was like, whoops, well, I guess I'm going aggressive, whoop-de-doo. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of sounds like one of the that happened in one of my Undertale playthroughs.
oh yes,
Where
Undertale is a good game. Please play it.
it is an excellent game. Yeah, I think when I played it was a long time ago. I think it was in freshman year when I played it actually, which is actually I think when it came out
A
around
long
that time
ago.
Yeah, just a long time ago was the
Far
when it
away.
came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the distance, in the distant lands of South California,
that's right.
there lived a Neiman. All right. Anyway,
there lived a
moving
Neiman
on.
back when there was no, Miss Rona or anything like that.
Oh,
those were the
gosh.
days.
Those were the days.
Back
yeah.
where you could see people in person.
What a concept.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wants to...
Speaking of which, like, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No, please.
But it's my birthday, so it's fine.
Yeah. I'm just going to leave right now and let you talk for 30 minutes.
There you go. It's just going to be a monologue for this episode. Like a friend of mine, actually a mutual friend of ours, Alex Mason, who's actually a really good music composer, actually stopped by and dropped off a bunch of gifts from the D&D group that I play with, and I don't want anyone to talk smack about D&D. Okay, it's actually a good thing. Okay, it's creative. Yeah. So and like I have so much food in my fridge now And I don't even want to eat any of it because they're so well made. And it's like, I just look at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, people care about me. Oh.
Oh.
And they actually dropped by a D&D themed gift card, which, yeah, like, the listeners right now cannot see it, but it's
Oh.
essentially like a D&D themed gift card
That's so
of
sweet.
like with like a 20-sided dice with the number 19 on the top, which is my age now. And yeah, I'm
Oh.
young, but I feel old because I'm depressed. Okay, anyway, moving on.
That was from Alex?
That was from Alex, yeah, and
Oh.
yeah, and it's filled with stuff that my D&D group has written, and it's
That's so sweet.
it's the sweetest thing, yeah. But yeah, that's
Yeah, no, that's really sweet of her to do that. I mean, yeah, she's a great friend of ours.
great friend. And I know
But
for a fact that she's one of the only people that listens to this podcast. So,
Boop, boop.
hey, Alex.
Speaking of Alex,
Oop.
we have a question from the form from Alex.
Oh my goodness! Segue without even meaning to do it.
I know. Let me just pull it up real quick. But we do, again, have a question form, completely anonymous. So please feel free to send us any questions at any point.
It's anonymous unless you want to not be anonymous. So, yeah.
Correct. It is anonymous until proven
until
otherwise.
Said otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
But Alex Mason has asked us a question. She asks us, what was our favorite class in high school and why?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so, oh boy. Do you want to start? Because I actually need to think about this because my tiny monkey brain cannot think of all the classes I took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, by all means, Mr. Tiny Monkey Brain. It's okay. It's a slightly larger monkey brain now because you're 19, right?
Oh my goodness.
So in theory, it should be slightly. So now it's slightly larger.
Oh gosh, I used to be such a child when I was 18. Ugh, like 12,
tell me about it.
12 hours ago? Gosh.
I experienced the same thing.
Stayed up until, yeah, there you go. Oh gosh. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so my favorite class was actually, as much as I loved, okay, so my favorite, I guess, overall class / favorite academic class is probably my English class. It was my junior year, English 3, and I had quite literally one of the best teachers that I could ever ask for.
And relate.
I know. I wish more people taught like him. You know,
Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah.
I feel like he had such a passion for teaching.
Panache.
Exactly. He had a panache for teaching. And he had like a whiz bang for teaching, and a whole,
the whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
Oh gosh,
the whole
our
kit and
vocabulary.
caboodle.
our vocabulary is evolving only backwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Every day we stray farther from God.
Yep.
But he definitely made English so much more interesting, and I think was the reason I am so into literature now, because he framed it in a way that was so not only charismatic, but so applicable to our own lives, which I don't think a lot of teachers recognize as a thing that they need to do, because a lot of students do not have very long attention spans, and if they can't figure out what the application is, then they're not going to tune in. And most of them are either thinking about what they're doing after school, or their hormones or something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know what teenagers think about nowadays.
Yeah, we're grown-ups.
That's right, we're grown-ups, so we don't know. But oh
gosh.
But yeah, I would say that English class, and the thing that was too, it felt this is going to be really cheesy, but it did really function almost as like a family unit, just because like he genuinely cared about us.
Neiman,
And
no, you're lactose intolerant.
I know, right? I'm gonna poop so much after this. So hopefully the microphone's off for that. Sorry for implanting that audio in your head, but just a little information, just in case
there
you
you go.
didn't know what lactose intolerant
lactose
people
intolerant.
sound like. But
surprise, surprise, lactose intolerancy makes you crap.
Exactly.
Makes you go. All right.
Yeah. But where was I? Oh, right. It functions like a family unit. Because he genuinely cared about us, and I'm pretty sure everyone in that class has cried at least once, which I think was just so like, I don't know how many teachers are able to do that, but
yeah, no, not many.
Yeah, but and it's not like they were bad tears. Yeah, let me say that it wasn't bad tears. They were all like tears of like vulnerability. Like I've cried in that class. A lot of people have also cried in that class just because.
So people felt safe in that class.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, safe. People felt safe enough to be that kind of vulnerable in that class.
Right.
And I envy that, and I try as much as I can. Whenever I do teach in any setting, to replicate that as much as I can, because I thought that his teaching style was just so inspirational. And, he had a genuine care, for each of us. And we had these great things called music journals where we had to basically give a presentation. And this was just completely, he does this in all of his classes, like regardless of the subject. And it has nothing to do with English, other than just presenting a song that you like and talking about what it means to you.
That's great.
Yeah, and that's honestly where a lot of people cried, because so many people opened up. Excuse me. And
you're excused.
All right, thanks. Enjoy your birthday.
All right, then. So as I was saying, all right,
yeah. Continue your monologue. But yeah, he was a phenomenal teacher. And again, the music journals were really great, because a lot of people talked about, some very dark stuff. Some very, probably some of the darkest stuff you can talk about was revealed in a English class where most people, were either 15 or 16, maybe 17. Yeah. So, the whole kit and caboodle, I can actually use that phrase, that, I talked about or heard about at least. And, I can get more into like the whole, like, because there's more to it, but I'll try not to get too much into it.
Dude, that's fine.
That was probably my favorite academic class and just overall class. I would say that's surprisingly not the class where I had the most friends, in terms of like people I knew in the class. It was definitely my favorite class, but in terms of like, I guess favorite like hangout class was probably drama class, I guess.
Yeah.
In my, let's see, I want to say senior year.
Yay!
Yeah. Because Aaron was in it.
Hey!
And
there you go.
That's the only reason.
Oh my gosh, stop.
I'm just kidding.
Whoa, bro.
I'm just kidding about that kidding, bro.
I just cringed so hard. I felt my heart shrivel up and die inside of me. Just
sorry, like, Aaron. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just like I literally got lightheaded about how cringy that was. Oh, well, gosh.
That's what they call me, Neiman Cringe Master or Rocky.
No, stop that. No, you're not cringy. You just talk cringy.
Oh, yeah, Dad. Whoa.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're. Oh, that's right, drama
Yeah,
class.
drama class.
But that was my favorite class in terms of just people, because all the people I liked
Okay.
were in that class. At least most of the people I liked.
Hmm.
There are obviously there are exceptions to every rule.
Dramas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I think it's just fun doing like theater with people, right?
Yeah, there you
And
go.
that's the whole bread and butter of theater. It's the people, right? And and so that's why I don't say it was my favorite like learning class, because in my opinion, I did not learn as much as I did in my other classes. Even though it was like an art subject,
Mm.
I still had, and this is my personal opinion, I still had the expectation of like formally learning in some format,
Right.
in
Yeah.
way, shape, or form. Um, but I don't think it was as well delivered as other subjects
As
like
other, yeah.
English. So that's my only criticism, I guess, of that class. But other than that, great people.
Great people.
That was a long
There you
time.
go.
I'm sorry, birthday boy. Please
Dude,
speak.
it's fine. No, this is a podcast. Darn it. All right. So, my favorite class in high school, it said, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, here's the thing about me. Uh, I I was in Turkey for my freshman and sophomore years in high school, and I was in America for my junior and senior years of high school. So, like, should I talk about what my favorite class was back then and then in America, or like just overall?
Yeah, sure. Do
Yes. Yeah.
well, just do what you
Just like
feel. Do what you
I
feel.
I believe. All right, no.
I
Uh,
believe.
great song, great musical. Okay, so
Book of Mormon, by the way, if
but
anyone was
the
concerned.
Book of Mormon. Concerned. Whoa. Oh my gosh. All right,
Well, who knows? There might be concerned parents out there,
there you
who
go. Yeah.
instead of sending us thousands of angry emails, instead of
Yeah, there you go. God forbid a parent doesn't have a kid that's a theater major.
that's right.
Whoa, what a concept. All right.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. So, um, so I'm just gonna start with my American experience,
Yeah.
which isn't really much of an experience, more of a, just let me get through this because I really don't like this. Um, So, first off, when I came to America, I was really surprised that people only took 6 classes for the
Mm,
entire week.
yeah.
And, it's different for schools around America, So, for in some
Hmm.
places, there are 7 in some days and
Yeah.
say 5 in some days, and the whole shebang. But, like, the average is like 6 classes.
Right.
And that was the case in the high school I went to. And I was, it took me a while to get used to the entire system of, like an hour long class, 2 hours of class, and that kind of
Right.
stuff, because you know, back in Turkey, it was the exact opposite. Like you have
Mm-hmm.
14 classes and
Wow.
8 classes a day.
That's
It
crazy.
it like you literally get assigned a curriculum. You cannot choose. You cannot do anything. You
Yeah.
just like is it gonna be a math based curriculum, or is it gonna be like a psych based or
Yeah.
literature based curriculum? That's
Right.
your only choice, and it only affects 2 classes that you go to.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from that, the other 12 classes are just like essentially school assigned.
Right.
So, but all the classes were 40 minutes long or 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so,
So then that means you must have had a longer school day then, because if you had,
oh, it did, yeah.
yeah, wow, that's a
It
that's a
was
really
from
long
like
school day.
5 to, oh gosh, like 5 to 5, I think.
Whoa, 5 a.m. to.
No, 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 sorry. It was 7 to 5, I
Oh,
think.
okay, gotcha.
So, yeah, 10 hours of
Wow,
school day.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, and like, this is not even counting the entire, like, extracurricular
Right.
classes you can take and whatnot.
Hmm.
So it's just like, but see, that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Even though we had a harder time doing that, the classes themselves were shorter, and there were more, like filler classes, classes you went into to actually learn some DIY stuff or whatever.
Hmm.
Because like there were literally design classes and classes you went into to build something,
Right. Right.
to build like a model apartment complex or something like that,
Hmm.
which was really cool. And sometimes these classes were actually 2 classes long, which meant like you melded 2 class periods into one, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just a long,
Like a long, yeah.
like 2 hour, study period. So,
Right.
gosh, I'm getting messages. Sorry, so sorry.
So
um,
all good, all good.
but yeah, and I guess I don't want to say this in like a malicious way, but like the quality of the teachers were good as well,
Mm.
because unlike America, the wages were actually livable.
Mm-hmm.
And that being said, that point made, I guess I have a bias towards the classes I took in Turkey, because
Hmm.
literally my literature classes were really really good. Like you said, it was based around like having a safe space for the students, and like
Hmm.
our teacher was like he literally could be easily be a theater teacher,
Mm-hmm.
because he literally had us do like scenes and whatnot as school projects, and it was
Funny.
amazing. It was awesome, and it actually helped a bunch of kids like have
Right.
a
Yeah.
have a broader skill set, and have more like like me included in this, have like a easier time speaking. Like I don't think I'd be a part of a podcast if I hadn't had that class period.
Mm-hmm.
So uh so thank you to my literature teachers. I
Bars. We
bars
stand English
we stand,
teachers
except it was Turkish literature
and
teachers,
Turkish
and
literature.
Turkish literature
Yeah.
teachers.
So
Let's
literature
go,
teachers in
literature
general.
teachers. But yeah, and this is actually really cool because aside from this, I bombed on every single tests.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Wow.
literally each and every one of them. I literally like the best score I got was of 82%. That was the best day of my life. So it's just like you don't sure, learning something is important. Yes. But having the process of learning be a proper, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Uh,
It's like there you go. That's me
learning
being bilingual. Haha.
product
The learning process.
learning process
Yeah, the
should
learning
be.
process should be, better. Just better in general. Because the teachers here, they're here because they couldn't find another job in the, in the place where they actually studied. You could literally go study English and be a teacher in whatever, in a
Yeah.
high school or a middle school.
Right.
So like, and their wages are crap. Their wages are crap. They're literally like you could get paid
Mm-hmm.
more working in a McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
That's how crappy the wages are in America. But this is not a can of worms episode, so I'm not going to get too much into this. And if you're listening this in like around the time we recorded this, sorry about the missing can of worms episode. We're going to get down to episode 3 this week. That being said, though, like my point still stands. Teachers should be paid more, and teachers should, just put more effort into students, because you're literally molding people into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, literature was my favorite class.
Oh,
I rambled
wow.
so hard
That was
right
this.
there.
That has got to be the smoothest transition I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
smooth,
Like teachers,
smooth,
teachers should be
smooth.
paid more. So literature was my favorite class.
Yeah, but it was
Oh
my favorite
God.
class in Turkey. Um, and like that being said, it was my favorite academic class, as you said, because we literally had like club classes and like
Yeah.
so you can join a club in America in like your own time.
Hmm.
But in Turkey, you literally have your own like class period
Wow.
where you go into a club of your choosing
Hmm.
and you just do whatever. Like this could literally be a filler club. This could literally be like, an animal rights club or
Yeah.
like a theater club or
Right.
like, you know, politics club if you're into that sort of thing,
Woo.
I guess. But knowing Turkey, it was more of a barrel of flaming rocks. The
Yeah.
politics club, jeez. But
The the upgrade or the
yeah,
evolution to the can of worms. The
there you go.
barrel of
The evolution
flaming
to the can of
rocks.
worms. You can join the politics club. Just ignore the 5 different government mandated cameras in there.
Yeah.
So what? They're not recording. Don't worry about them.
No.
Just yeah.
It's for your safety.
It's for your safety
Yeah.
and the safety of your thoughts and your kneecaps. Anyway, so
Straight bars.
yeah, there you go. Gosh, it was. Gosh. So
Were these
moving on.
were these clubs after the 8 that you already had, or were they during the school day?
During the school day, it was
Mhm.
like I think like Wednesday, like the last 2 hours of Wednesday. I think I can't remember properly because it was such a long time ago. I'm
I
such
know. Oh
grown
my
up now.
God.
Yes.
I know. I can't
Yeah.
even remember much of my freshman year.
Oh, come
Feels like so
on.
long ago,
So
right?
long ago, far, far away. Yeah. Ugh.
I know.
uh, yeah. Do we have any other questions, by the way? Or
We did not. We did not get
oop,
any other questions. But that is the answer to our questions,
that is the
Alex.
answer to it. Both
Um,
literature. Gosh.
both literature. I guess that says explains a lot about us.
There
Actually, I
you
think
go. Yeah.
both of us definitely, I think, give off like English or
Englishy, like Dead
or like
Poets
literature.
Society. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
lit teacher vibes.
Yeah.
You know,
Gosh. I am so uncomfortable right now because I'm wearing my, good boy garments, I guess.
good
Because
boy garments.
yeah,
I
there you go.
like it.
Because I got off on like 2 separate phone calls with friends and family, uh, s- wishing them a happy Bayram, like that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yay.
Yay for
Do you,
Bayram, yay for tradition, yay for, social headaches.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. So you guys
Gosh.
doing like a virtual dinner or like a
Not specifically. At the very least, we're not that shallow. So yeah, like I don't want to be one of those cringy headlines and like cringy articles and like some internet reporting station, I guess, like, oh, this family had a virtual dinner. I'm like, I don't care. Thank you. Like there were probably like 5 separate teens in that dinner that
Hmm.
were slowly dying inside.
Mm, hmm.
Like
Very true.
they don't want to be there. They don't want to be obligated to like listen to your Aunt Petunia speaking in a tiny little virtual box far, far away. They just want to mute, just eat their dinner and get out of there. Just get out of there, you know?
Hmm.
So yeah, that could actually be like a can of worms episode. Although at this point, it should be common sense not to force your children into social events that they don't want to be in.
Mm,
Yeah,
hmm. I
and
get
like
that.
yeah, so gosh, I don't want to start ranting right now, or else it's just gonna be like 30 minutes of Aaron ranting again. So I'm just gonna keep it short. Please, please, please. If you're like if you're a parent if you're a parent listening to this, or if you're, if you want to be a parent in the future, just in general, oh, this other guest has a kid there as well, you should be fine, is not a valid excuse to force your child into an event,
That's
okay?
funny.
At the very least, get a babysitter and let him stay home, playing video games, having a grand old time, okay? This is your meeting. This is not their meeting. They don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. Okay? Okay, moving on.
Spill the tea.
I'm out of it.
That's
I'm
the
sorry.
tea on the.
Gosh. I should get a bigger mug now that I think about it. Like mine is fine, but it's way too tiny. It can
Yeah.
literally fit in my hand. Then again, I have a big old hand, so
Yeah, I know people. Yeah. You know what they say about people with big hands?
they got big feet. Oh, and
They
there we
do.
go. My family is forcing me into social interaction once again, even though I'm in the middle of a recording session. Hello. Hello. Yep, that's my family. Oh, wait, is that my aunt?
Yay!
That's my aunt. Hello. We have a surprise guest. Isn't that nice?
Woo!
There you go.
Yes. Hi from France.
Yep, there you go. Hello from France.
Ooh.
There you go.
I don't think she can hear
I'll talk
me.
to you.
But...
I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Yep, that was a surprise.
Don't you just love surprise aunt calls?
There you go. A well-oiled machine.
Oh yeah. No, I bet.
My dad literally just bursted into my room, phone in hand, and just gave me
Yeah, no, I know the feeling.
perfect timing to case in point. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, I totally know how that feels. It's like for me, my parents usually, especially on my dad's side, he calls his mom often, right? Because she's in the
Same, yeah.
Philippines and she's very, very old. I think she
Same. Mine's in
is.
Turkey. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my grandma was like 92 or something crazy like that, which is great.
Yeah. There you go.
But the thing is, she speaks very broken English, and I don't know any of, Tagalog, which is the Filipino language, right?
Right.
And so it's very difficult speaking with her, just because, as dumb as it sounds, I almost have to speak baby, to my grandma, just because it's a combination of her, broken English comprehension and the fact that, she can't hear well. So it's very I don't want to say strenuous process, but
it's rough.
It's a rough process for, especially my brother and I, who because my sister can understand Tagalog, but my brother and I can't because we were raised here in America.
Right.
And that's a whole thing that we can get into another time. Not really can of worms, but
not really can of worms. Yeah, no.
But I'm not sure how much time we have spent thus far.
The good question. Actually, it completely flew away from my mind. We hit the 30-minute mark around 4 minutes ago.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, that means
34 minutes.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, is that an hour?
We're not math majors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My tiny monkey brain was going 30 minutes. That's like an hour. It's like, wow, we've been going on a long time.
Whoa. Oh gosh.
I guess.
Yeah.
Great tiny monkey brains. Think alike.
Great tiny monkey brains. But yeah, that's actually a good point. Like my grandma is the sweetest old lady out there.
Mm-hmm.
As sweet as a conservative old lady and living in Turkey can be.
Right.
Except conservative in an American way, liberal in a Turkish way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's political whiplash. I can get into it
Yeah.
some other time. But like, yeah, she's really sweet. Except one, she's hard of hearing, and two,
Mhm.
her internet is crap, and we have tried
Right.
to fix it. We have tried sending people their way to try and fix it. Except they find ways to put strain on it, even like no matter how fixed it can be.
Mhm.
So I don't know how well she can hear us. I don't like we can hear her
Mhm.
well, but she does this thing where, because she's very proud, she does this thing where when she can't hear something, she goes, "Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly." So
yeah, exactly, right?
so so even though she can't hear us, we can tell she can't hear us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we would have asked her a question and she just responds with, right. Yeah. And like,
Yeah.
and this is not me making fun of her. This is just me,
Commenting.
yeah, commenting on that. So it's,
Yeah.
it's not a tough process. It's just like, you know, because she's from a generation where literally the only way you could have, if someone were to move away to the other side of the world, the only way you could have like came into contact with them was through mail.
Right.
And the fact was, the mailing system back then wasn't that good, because what you got into a Turkish postal system, which was very brand new back then, because Ottoman to Turkish Republic transition
Right.
from the Turkish postal system to the French postal system or the English postal system or something like that, a
Yeah.
mediary, and then from that mediary to another mediary, and then to the US postal system, and then
Ooh.
hopefully it can reach the other person involved.
Mm-hmm.
If we move to Europe or something like that, sure, maybe, just maybe, that mail could have reached you. If you move to America, forget it. So, like, the fact is, she is just like, whenever we talk on the phone, through WhatsApp, because that's the dominant
right.
chatting
Yeah.
system in Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
So, which was another whiplash for me, because I needed to get used to Facebook Messenger, which is not used at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, that was a thing. So
Mm-hmm.
she has such a whiplash, because she doesn't know how to handle the internet and the like the face-to-face
Mm-hmm.
chatting system that has now all of a sudden gotten into her life, because the most she has reached was just calling, and hopefully someone picks up from the other side.
Right. Right.
So it was like, I mean, it's amazing. Like, technology is amazing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop for technology. Yep.
Technology is great.
Technology
Most
is
of the
about to
time.
go crazy. Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Internet is still a mystery to me, because for no reason at all, it just poofs away all of a sudden.
It's like magic.
It's a kind of magic. Okay, I don't want to get a copyright strike, so
I was not.
oh gosh, I can't even remember where that was from. It was from an opening title from a show. Yeah,
I couldn't recognize it. I was thinking of that one magic song. It's like, do you something believe in magic? Na, 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 na.
Oh yeah. I like, it's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't really.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in magic?
Yeah, that's it.
All around the world, music and freedom. Bum, bum, bum. All right.
There's also that
Which one?
There's also, I think it's by the Monkees. I could be wrong, but there's also the oh oh oh, it's magic. You know that song?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's magic. Yeah, there you go. I'm wearing the costume as well. Like,
I
like,
know.
the listeners won't
Look
be
at
able to
you.
see it. Well, the listeners won't be able to see it, but I'm wearing like a shirt and like a shirt on top of the shirt, so I
looks
feel
like a
really
sexy
fancy.
beast.
Shut up! Oh my gosh.
It's true though.
All right, so okay, gosh, it's a kind of magic. Yeah, that was. I cannot remember what show that was from. It was from like I remember watching it from like a pirate channel in Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I'm not crazy. I remembered so vividly. Okay, so it was like one of those comedic children's family shows, right? Where where like a I guess like a human-sized fairy met like a giant, and they moved to Earth, and like the fairy's sister, who's like a gothic figurehead or something like that, is living with them, and they have two normal children
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of stuff. Like, I can't remember his name though. Gosh, it's so vivid in my memory because the opening theme was so
Mm-hmm.
catchy. Oh
Remember what the
gosh.
characters looked like?
Yeah, I do. The mother, like all children's show mothers, was in fact, you know, a MILF. You know what? I'm gonna say it. It's not a bad word, okay? It's
Hey,
just like I can say it. I can say it.
yeah.
Okay. I can say WTF as well. If for everyone's concerned,
Oh, that's right.
as far as all people are concerned, it doesn't mean anything. It's just WTF.
That's
So
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Where are the
So
French fries anyway?
I know. So yeah, and the father was, surprise, surprise, a
A dilf?
giant, and no,
Oh.
no, he had a big old beard, and the aunt was gothic, and she actually looked like Ursula from The Little Mermaid. I'm gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna look that up. Hold
Is
on.
it like Adam's family or something?
Not, I mean, Adam's Family. It's
It's a wild
only the
guess.
aunt was like gothic.
Oh, I'm thinking of Morticia. That's the mom, not the aunt. Let's see, giant dad, gothic aunt. Gothic aunt.
Okay, I'm actually looking it up right now. No, it's none of these.
Is it
Hold
like
on.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I haven't seen any clips of it, but
No, not Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a completely other thing, bro.
yeah,
Okay,
I have
wait.
not
You know
seen
what?
it at all. So
I'm gonna look up "It's a Kind of Magic" on YouTube because that's literally the only piece of lyrics I know. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the only lyric that exists in that show, because aside from that, it was just like a catchy beat, or something like that. So hold on.
I don't know if I
Kind
know this
of
show.
Magic. I'm literally
It's a
gonna look it
kind
up.
of
Hold on.
magic.
Children's show. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's called A Kind of Magic.
That's literally the name of the show.
That's literally the name of the show. Okay, hold
I've
on.
never
Kind
seen it.
of Magic. Yeah. I can't remember how good it was, but like, yeah. Show. There we go. Yeah, literally. A Kind of Magic TV series. Yeah. Willow, a fairy, and Gregor, a vegetarian ogre, get married, which causes
Nice.
which causes a scandal in the fairy world.
Why does this sound like Shrek? Maybe Shrek got their inspiration from this TV
Maybe,
show.
who knows? I have no idea. Oh no, wait. Maybe this show got its inspiration from Shrek because it's from 2008. Jeez.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah,
I
dude.
thought when you talked about it, I thought it was like a 2000s like.
No. Yeah, no. It was actually pretty recent, as in like
Wow.
it was
Okay.
12
Yeah.
years ago. Jeez.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I remember it all now. It's all coming back to me. No, nostalgia.
all
We already
coming
did
back.
nostalgia, gosh darn.
I
But,
know.
speaking of catchy songs, I've been singing Istanbul Not Constantinople for the entirety of like 2 weeks now.
I've got to
It's
listen
just,
to it now.
yeah,
I
you
haven't
gotta
listened
listen.
to it.
Should I sing it right now?
Do it.
Do it?
Yeah, if you want.
No. It's a podcast, not a. What is this? A talent show? Ew.
It is now. Welcome to
Whoa.
Podcast's Got Talent. I'm
All right,
your
I'm just-
host, Ryan Seacrest.
Oh no.
Not Ryan Seacrest, because that's copyrighted.
Are you gonna force me into singing this show now? Singing
We're
the
gonna
music now?
sing the rest of the podcast.
Alrighty then. Oh gosh, I'm I'm already bad at
All
singing.
right, my improv brain turned on for like 2 seconds. I
Nice.
apologize.
Dude, good. That is good. That is good. More
That I
improv.
apologized, or that
More.
Yeah.
Yes, and all right. So
Yes, and exactly. My
I've been
goodness.
singing to it myself for 2 weeks, and my parents think I'm slowly going crazy or something like that. Because like they literally hear me singing it in the bathroom, just like humming it, you know. And like they knock on the door and go, "You okay in there?" I'm like, "That's nobody's business but the church." I was like, so. Gosh,
That's
it's
funny.
such a catchy song. No,
Do they-
and what's up?
Do your parents not sing in the shower? I would
I have no idea.
assume it would be a
Honestly.
normal occurrence.
I mean, they sing like they hum themes and whatnot to themselves, but it's like old, 60s,
Old people
know,
music.
like not old people music, but like Turkish musical revolution era music. So
Gotcha.
it's like bir başkadır benim memleketim or something like that. So
Oh yeah, the song everyone
yeah,
knows.
that song, yeah. So it's like kuş sesleri, that kind of thing.
Another classic.
Another classic, yeah. Nobody knows what these songs are except for like that one Turkish listeners that just pops on and pops on out as soon as the name Turkey is mentioned, because that's literally all the Turkish presence is online. Like as soon as Turkey is mentioned, like literally 30 people flock there. No pun intended.
New drum set.
There you go.
A disposable drum set that we could have nearby.
45-minute mark.
A la 45.
I'm sorry, I don't speak the Latin languages.
That was 45. At least I think that was 45. Hopefully I'm right.
Okay. All right. So
Sorry,
I'm
Estro, if you're listening.
Then I'm gonna count in French until I get to 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And there goes my train of thought.
Choo choo.
Choo choo, mother fricker.
Frickers.
Oop.
Speaking of Samuel L. Jackson quotes, I recently watched Memento. Have you seen that movie?
I don't think so. I need to look that up again.
Has,
Looking at posters
gosh,
of movies actually helped me remember the movie itself.
That's ironic.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, the reason it's ironic because it's a movie about memory. So,
damn. In
Have you
that
seen
case, no, I haven't. I haven't. Yeah, no. I don't remember watching it. I think I saw it at one point in like a plane ride, and I was like, Samuel Jackson. I don't feel like watching him at this point. And like I scrolled past it. I'm sorry, Samuel L. Jackson, Mr.
We apologize.
Jackson. We apologize. Yeah. We're just gonna get like 500 angry comments just saying "mother fricker."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All from Samuel L. Jackson.
All from Samuel L. Jackson. He's just gonna reply to his own comment.
That's right. Create his own comment thread with bots.
There you go.
Right.
Wouldn't it be actually crazy if that happened? We're talking about this ironically right now, but if that actually happened, I would literally cry.
If Samuel L. Jackson replied in his own comment thread?
Dude, yeah. Like, no.
That would be very crazy.
We're not expecting it to happen right now. But, like, just like we talk about Samuel L. Jackson and he's, like, summoned by his agents or something like that just because we mentioned his name. And all of a sudden, he's just commenting on our, YouTube channel or whatever. And, gosh.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Now that I think about it. What a concept.
What a concept.
What
Samuel
a
L.
concept.
Jackson commenting on a podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
That's like the pinnacle of podcast,
I know.
perfection.
You
Once
talk
you have,
about you talk about like a famous actor and they actually show up.
that's right. Hmm.
Gosh. That would be like, Leonardo DiCaprio, like that entire thing with Leonardo DiCaprio on how he uses Reddit. At some point, that was a thing, I think.
Right.
And like everyone was like freaking out. I was like, "Oh my god, is it this account? Is it that account?" Whoa! And the entire, site was just going crazy.
Hmm.
And I think the mods were just, having the time of their lives, thinking about how they might have modded Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's a mod joke. Haha.
Are you a mod for a subreddit?
I wish I was. You know what? Do mods get paid?
I don't know. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I mean,
15-minute mark.
woo!
Just saying. But yeah, literature was my favorite.
But literature was my favorite class of all the.
There you go. I'm just gonna look up, do mods get paid, because as I said before, tiny monkey brain.
My assumption would be that Reddit modding would be Reddit moderating would be more of a hobby than a paid.
Right, there you go. Reddit
thing.
mods are not paid employees. Yeah.
Right.
Yup.
Because even if it is, because the site is supposed to be completely anonymous, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So, and if you do get paid, that would kind of defeat the point, because then you're connected to a bank account.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
That is my assumption, but who knows? But slowly but surely, I've been using more and more Reddit. I've just slowly been more and more enveloped into Reddit, just for various things. Either advice, just seeing memes, really the whole kit and caboodle, as we said earlier, right?
Yeah.
The whole shebang.
I am having a hard time breathing. But you know how, like, when you cringe at a certain point, it's just like it gets harder for you to exist.
Oh,
that's what's happening to me right now.
Yeah.
So what have I created? What have I done?
When I said kitten caboodle, was that what triggered your?
Yep. It just triggered like a fight or flight response, except it was a fight or straight up die inside response. So yeah,
I know,
which is me in college all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I know.
Mostly because back to the point I was making about teachers and whatnot. Like they have reached a point where they actually get decent pay, and now they just don't care about their students anymore, which can be a good thing because it gives students more freedom to work on their own time and that kind of stuff. But most of the teachers I have still have that high school mentality without all the intent behind it. Mm-hmm. So it's just hell.
Yeah. What classes? Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask what classes you're taking right now. Other than
right now, none, because the semester is basically over. This week was my finals week.
Oh,
by the way.
That's right. This was finals week. How'd they go?
I'm free for like 2 or 3 weeks until my summer classes start. Yay. For summer though, I'm taking a critical thinking class and what's it called? A financial accounting class, because I'm a business administration major.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I don't know if I'll go for a master's degree. I really don't want to, because for business administration. Yeah. I just want to get my degree and get any job with it, like any well-paying job with it, so that I can actually focus on theater or improv or this podcast, for example.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. So yeah, what classes are you taking, by the way? Are you taking any summer classes?
I'm not taking any summer classes. The UCs are on a quarter system, and so we're done in 2-ish weeks. We have this week, next week, and then it's finals. So we still got some time left. And then For me, I am not taking any summer classes, but hopefully we'll see. I mean, in regards to like quarantine, I was planning all those months ago before I knew quarantine was going to be a thing. I was planning on doing like working a job and also doing hopefully some clinical work or some like
Nice.
volunteer experience under
You're
my
gonna
belt.
turn into that student. You're like,
You
oh my
know-
gosh, I have so many internships, you guys. Oh gosh.
It's kind of crazy how I'm hoping I don't turn into that student, but
Dude, no, it's fine.
with the
Yeah,
trajectory, I mean, with the trajectory I'm on, it could be possible, but it's just, med school's very competitive. Let me tell you that. It's
I know.
very, very competitive, and more people are wanting to become doctors now, and
Yeah.
excuse me, nowadays. So it's just, that's another whole can of worms that we can go into.
Another, Dude,
But
I think you're gonna be a great doctor or psychologist.
thanks. Those fingers are crossed,
Fingers are crossed.
Fingers are crossed.
We have around 4 minutes until we hit the hour mark. Should I just sing Istanbul, not Constantinople until we reach the hour mark?
Have you been thinking about that this entire time? It's like, man, I gotta sing that before
Not
this
gonna lie.
episode ends.
Okay. When I brought it up, I was like, haha, I'm a bad singer. But now that I think about it, it can be fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
It's my birthday, so...
It's not like I can physically stop you.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah. You can't physically stop me, but the entire time you're just going to be thinking, if I had an arm that could reach to Costa Mesa, I swear to God. Yeah. Should I?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. It's
I don't...
your call, birthday boy.
Can I ask for your help?
Yes.
Should I?
I don't know the song, but I will gladly sing it with you.
Okay. So if you don't know the lyrics, can you just do like a do 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 or something like that? Like, give me a beat.
A beat?
Like, give me a beat.
Okay. Do you want me to just do that beat?
I have no idea. It just like a funky beat,
Okay, tell me if this works.
I cannot hear it at all.
Can you not hear it? Okay.
Nope. Do it with your mouth. Do it with your mouth. That's what she said. Do it with
Does that work?
That's not a funky beat. That's too pop.
Too hip. Okay. So funky. So when you say funky, you mean kind of like disco's funk or like
just like jazz funk,
Jazz. So like, oh my God, I'm so bad at this. Okay, let me think.
Dude, you're fine.
Jazzy beats. Can it be an existing beat?
Sure.
Okay, can I do like dee 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 dee, the Careless Whisper? I mean, I'm trying to think of like okay, I'm just gonna do that one then.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Do 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 do.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, oh Constantinople, still a Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople is in Istanbul, not Constantinople. So you've a date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just like it better that way now. Take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Yay! Yay!
Rough start, but I think we ended on a great note. No pun intended.
No pun intended. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one thing I have my bucket list, but
I know, right? One of these days, I hope I can participate in a musical improv thing or just something of that nature.
We'll make it happen, Neiman.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. You're gonna sing Istanbul, not Constantinople.
I'll
You're gonna
I'll
do
practice.
it. Your deadline is next week, Neiman.
No, no, not more homework. I already got a 15-page research paper I have to do. Gosh darn it.
All right, so, but yeah, dude, what if we gave this episode like a really clickbaity title? Like, Turkish man sings Istanbul, not Constantinople. Gone controversial, gone wrong, gone sexual, 100%.
All caps.
All caps.
And then we change our thumbnail to like a pink background with, our faces that are like,
it's just our faces, shocked and with
and then one of us is like, so.
yeah, that oh gosh. But yeah.
And with that,
This
literature is my favorite class.
Yeah. So this has been the Save It For The podcast.
I'm Neiman.
And I'm Aaron. And for once, I actually took my name seriously.
I know, right? We've had pterodactyl, golem, silence.
Absolute silence. Yeah, there you go. Silence of the Lambs.
Can't wait. Yeah, can't wait for what next.
Before we end this episode, just for the sake of safety, okay? Istanbul, not Constantinople is not and will not be our song, okay? Like we only use that for entertainment purposes. We do not own that song. Please do check out the original version.
That's right.
Just stay
like
safe.
Me, so I can give a proper beat.
Whoa, bro! You already have a proper beat.
Whoa,
the
bro.
Beat of your heart, bro.
Oh my god. Bro. Close your eyes real quick.
Okay, I close my eyes.
Bro, that's my world without you, bro.
Bro.
Nothing.
Bro. That's so deep, bro.
Thanks, bro.
No homo, bro.
Yeah. What are you doing, bro?
Oh no. Okay, that being said, that's where we end this episode.
And again, a happy birthday to Aaron.
Thank you. I really don't want the comments to fill with, hey, oh my god, happy birthday. I really don't, because people are going to be listening to this in in 3 years or something like that, hopefully. And they're just going to be like, oh, happy birthday. And 6 months after my birthday, and it's just going to be meaningless. So yeah.
Exactly.
Eggs.
That's
me. I am eggs.
And
that being
said,
gosh, rough ending there.
I know.
Well-oiled machine.
Said it 3 times now.
I know, right?
Yeah. The bits are just too good.
I know, right? We just cannot stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right. That was from Phineas and Ferb, I think.
Was it? I don't remember.
The Doofenshmirtz song. That being said, goodbye.
Will incorporate. Yeah.
Yes.
And with that, hopefully,
goodbye.
Farewell, viewers. We'll see you next week.
Farewell. We will say goodbye. Please stop recording. Please stop recording.
Please send us questions.
Send us questions.
And whatnot on our email. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz.
For every second we record after the hour mark, my soul gets shattered into 1,000 pieces. End my suffering, please. I'm just kidding.
Farewell.